Hello, today I will talk about two issues that are very important to all of us. One of them is health. On the second issue is the trade and income. So I'm going to talk about the trade we do for our livelihood, ourselves, our family, generating income. Let me tell you a little about myself. I am a medical doctor. I graduated from EJ University. Then I settled in Kusadasi. I worked in the emergency room for 12 years. I quit because I thought my civil service wasn't for me. So I have opened my own private clinic. Currently, I still have a clinic in Kusadasi that I run on medical aesthetics. Apart from these, I am a volunteer for a search and rescue association. For this reason, I have studied the subjects of living in nature, exercise, and nutritional supplements, because I've been in sports for years in my life. Let's take a look at the topics I'm going to talk to you about today. Which sectors will shine in the future? Researchers says information sector, energy sector. The wellness and wellness industry plus e-commerce industries go forward. Today we are lucky that I will tell you about two of them. One of them is e-commerce, as I said, healthy life. Years ago, in the year 2016, when a friend of mine made me an offer about this job, I was a person who used food supplements before for more than 25 years. I have reviewed these products in detail, but frankly, when I don't have much trading experience, I felt the need to do more research on this, but there were a few questions I asked myself. Why would I do another job, even when I already have a job that is going well, that I am very satisfied with, and that I love? One of the questions I asked was, did I have a plan for the future? When I thought about it in detail, I realized that I don't. Or another question was this, would I feel more secure if I had more income from another job? Apart from these, I looked at this while examining the sector. How are people eating right now? We see this in the blood tests we do that over 80% of people, some vitamins and some substances are missing in blood tests. This gave rise to this. The food and dietary supplement industry will therefore grow in the coming years. Another question I've been asking myself, was there any work that could be done internationally? And how could I grow this business? After finding the answers to these questions, I said yes to this job. So what do you normally look for when reviewing a job? Is there a request? 2, is there a product that will meet this demand? 3, who are the partners? With whom will we do this work together? 4, what will our investment be? 5, well, this is the job. Does it have a system that works properly and carries this business forward? And how does it work? When talking about these, first of all, let's talk about the World Health Organization. Let me tell you the result of a study. He says that 8 out of every 10 people die of disease, not of old age. That's a serious number, 8 out of 10. It means that we are experiencing some difficulties because we are away from our natural life. Let me tell you the good news besides that. Again, research says that 63% of them can be prevented. How can it be prevented? They found that it can be avoided by using the right information, a healthy lifestyle, and dietary supplements. Now, I will tell you about a very important study, a German and Swiss laboratory. They measured the nutritional values in foods from the same region. They did this twice between the years 1985 and 2002. Here you can see the change in the list on the far right. Unfortunately, some of them have almost no value left in them. Let me enlarge a couple of them. For example, the magnesium in spinach is 62 units, decreased to 15 units. In other words, he lost 3 out of 4. Vitamin B6 in bananas has decreased from 330 to 18 units, 95% gone. Part of a reaction you see here is in our body, in our cells, our nuclear reactor, maybe actually the mitochondria inside the cell. You see some of the reaction to that. It is not my intention to confuse you, but to understand some things is related to the functioning of the body. This is what it looks like when enlarged. Let me talk about a rule that is the same in medicine and chemistry. If all the ingredients used here were all doubles, if only one item is 50%, the whole reaction works 50%. That's why every food item must be entering your body every day. Let me briefly talk about Kyani and Amare's products. Here are their essential micronutrients, which she calls the triangle of wellness. You see 3 here, but 4 on the screen, by the way. Let's say one of them is a top model of one. There is another top model of Nitro. The product I will talk about first will be Nitro. I've never heard of it before. I heard it for the first time in 2016. First of all, I was not aware of a plant called noni. Then naturally, I did my research by reading medical studies. He was talking about so much of his influence. 160 items were found during the analysis. But perhaps the most important of these is that it enables a gas called nitric oxide to increase in our body. Nitric oxide is so important that after its discovery, even many drugs were developed on it. The most important thing it does in the body. To ensure that the vascular accesses remain open, and apart from that, all 8 systems have different features. Kyani firm did this. By the way, no other company has such a product. In this sense, it is a unique product. They bottled the extract of it and made sure that it could reach us. What happens when you use it regularly? As a result, our circulatory system opens, and all the organs are getting nutrients and oxygen. It can take the waste materials there, carry the body, and clean it. It has a serious detox effect. This can be seen very clearly even in the first days. It ensures that the toxins that enter our body are constantly cleaned. And it actually causes a serious endurance in the body. It can have a body that is much more resilient, much more resistant, and has a strong immune system. The other product name I will mention is Sunrise. It contains about 20 fruits and vegetables, all cold-pressed, obtained from natural conditions. I am talking about a product in which plus vitamins, water-soluble vitamins are added. It is the first product I tried in Kyani. The taste is so good that children also love to drink it. We also love to drink. This is an advantage in my opinion. I haven't seen any other liquid vitamins so far. As I said for many years, I have been taking vitamins. Liquids have many other properties. They get absorbed fast. They are absorbed in greater amounts, and they are absorbed without needing the body. In this sense, Kyani Sunrise sets itself apart from the others. Since it contains fruits and vegetables, it is actually a supplementary food itself. So what happens when we use it regularly? Once again, we feel an increase in our energy. Remember the mechanism I just described, because we take these substances every day, because we put them into our bodies. It has a very serious antioxidant effect. There are around 330 chemicals entering the body today. And it is necessary to increase the amount of antioxidants in order to clear the damage they cause in the body. In this sense, Sunrise is again a unique product. Naturally, there is a resistance that other vitamins provide to the body. Perhaps one of the most important issues today is strengthening our immune system. The number of our immune cells is increasing. In this sense, I think it is a very important product during the pandemic days. The third product I will describe is Sunset. It's about the wellness triangle. I'm talking about perhaps the most used food supplement today. It is known as fish oil, but we're not really interested in the fat part of it. We are interested in the EPA-DHA, fatty acids part in it. Sunset has many differences compared to other omega-3s, but a few stand out. I've been making my mother use omega-3s for years, but unfortunately the omega-3s are almost half the size of my finger. After a while, my mother started to not drink, and that really upset me. They did something very clever. Kyani divided that huge capsule into 3 small pieces, and so that everyone can drink, even the dose section for children. Now they made the capsule from fish cartilage. Even it is natural. So is it just an omega-3? No, it also contains vitamins A, D, and E. It's actually a merging of 4 products. As you know, these vitamins are fat-soluble vitamins, so it's all in fat format. That's a very clever design. Kyani separated those who value water and those who do not value oil, so we don't have to buy it together. So what effect do omega-3s have? Countless of them, but a few of them stand out again. For one thing, omega-3s increase the quality of sleep. People who use omega-3, when they sleep, they can wake up earlier and more vigorously. Apart from that, omega-3s have a great impact on our psychological health. Plus, it has very clear effects on the skin. Apart from that, we have very clear effects on vascular health. All omega-3s have the effect of lowering cholesterol. Therefore, it also affects vascular and heart health. It is definitely used in children, because omega-3 has a very important role in cognitive health, that is, brain health. Of course, the same for adults. The protein products I will describe are the following. 2 protein products, one of which we call HL5 and the other Fit20. So what do proteins do in the body? Protein is the building block of the body. All our defense system cells are also made of protein. As a wound heals, it also heals with protein. Many hormones and many tissue repairs are made by proteins. HL5 is a collagen product. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. Where is it located? The substance that holds all organs is collagen, the vascular structure is collagen, our skin is made of collagen, ligaments, tendons, and joints are made of collagen. In other words, when we take this from outside, it has an effect on all the systems I have mentioned. But what is it generally known for? It is known for beauty and is becoming more and more famous. So what's inside of Fit20? 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen, 10 grams of whey protein, in other words, protein obtained from whey, 20 grams of a protein product. So who is using it? Athletes use it, of course. Apart from that, maybe it is a very good product for the elderly and those in recovery period. Because, as I said, healing also happens thanks to protein. People can also use it in their normal daily life. Unfortunately, we do not get enough protein in our daily meals. The last product I will say is about its source. His name is OnShots. Our brain health is a product related to the better functioning of the brain. It's called an optimized nootropic. Nootropic is called substances that make the functions of the brain work more accurately. It has a plant-derived caffeine that comes from guarana, natural caffeine. This can provide us with a more vigorous and sharper mindset. So who is using it? Those who travel for a long time, those who drive, those who are going to a meeting and trying to concentrate, pre-sport activities such as studying or training in many subjects. They can use ON products. Let's summarize as follows. The products of the source are not drugs. It is not made to cure a disease. But of course, when we take good care of our body, the body has the power to heal itself. Products that detox our body. It's not an addictive stimulant. There is only caffeine in it, which is such 100 milligram of caffeine we are talking about. Apart from that, the products of the source are raw materials. When we take it into the body does what it needs by using them. We can live a much healthier life when we use it regularly. If you want to get more information about these, if you write Kyani Doctor on the internet, you will reach much more detailed product videos related to this subject in many professional colleagues. Now let's come to the trading model. Today, trade changes and develops like everything else. Classical trading has almost come to an end. What happened? Commerce has gone online. Young people know much better. There is currently a topic called drop shipping. It is a commercial model in which we do not make any stock, but where we can trade from someone else's stock. There is affiliate marketing, it's even more advanced. But I will also tell you about an advanced commercial model. It also has work done. The e-commerce sector is growing almost every year, my friends. It also has work done. The e-commerce sector is growing almost every year, my friends. Speaking of e-commerce here, there are many commercial models made in e-commerce. As I said about one of them, I will tell you about it. So what is the situation in Turkey? As you can see here, as well as in Turkey, e-commerce figures are in a constant growth trend. So does e-commerce have risks? Yes, there is. For example, what could they be? If you are holding the warehouse, it is a risk if you own the warehouse. Stock problem may be your problem. Collection delivery is a problem for you, even if you do e-commerce. Customer service can still be an issue. Staff could be run, it could be software. E-commerce has its problems. Well, if I tell you this, would you be interested if I told you that they have solved all of these and produced a clean commercial model? Now I will tell you about a risk-free, stock-free, and non-operational e-commerce in more than 50 countries. But who founded the company? Let's look at this. Kyani is a company founded in US. It was founded by two families. The good news is that these families have never failed in any of their jobs. They also established Kyani in 2005. They have a goal of being #1 in the world. What firm is Kyani? Kyani is a food supplement wellness company. How many countries did we say to operate in more than 50 countries at present? So what about Turkey? Turkey is the first in Europe in recent years. We are a very successful country in this regard, and I gave the building you see here as a gift to Turkey by opening a 9-story plaza in Kyani, Turkey. What kind of a new generation of commerce are we talking about? Let's look at this. Let's say you have a page on the internet. A friend of yours said that I want to use omega-3. You said there is an omega-3 that I would recommend. So where can I get it? He asked you. Guys, we all have a website. You are putting your own head. Let's say kyani.com like AC Ahmet. You just gave the address for it. The normal internet market entered here. He bought. The thing is, Kyani sends the product to him from the warehouse with the invoice. Free shipping in Turkey. The product reaches his hands in about 2 days. Next Thursday, since you are making this trade from here, your profit is deposited into your account after tax is paid. Look, the collection is not yours. You don't have the delivery. You don't have the warehouse. In other words, all risks actually belong to Kyani Company. As I said here, you have a profit around 20-30%. So where does Kyani make its turnover from? How does it generate revenue? New business partners. We can call it a wholesale sale. They buy products. There is product consumption. We have customers. There is product consumption. And we use it ourselves. This is a product consumption. In other words, as long as the product consumption increases, the turnover of a company increases as well. Now we need to talk about trade. What was happening in classical trading before? A manufacturer was producing the good, he gave it to the collector, he was giving it to the retailer, and it was reaching the final consumer. And here, unfortunately, the cost was increasing because certain steps were passed in between. In other words, 10 lira product was coming to 100 lira, or 40 lira product was coming to 1,100 liras. These have now changed, as I said today. No more tools. The end user can buy the product directly from the company's warehouse via the internet. And here too, he earns an income by doing business on the internet. Well, have you ever heard of a thing called a time lifter? That's what the time lifter means. If you have established a business independent of you that continues to generate income even when you are not at work, it's called a time lifter. Why did he say that? Kyani was able to provide this. It says, yes, you are doing e-commerce, new generation e-commerce. But think about this, if you could give someone a favor, would your turnover increase? Would the job get out of you and turn into a passive income? I think the most important point of the Kyani trade starts here. The income we get from here is a commercial model that allows everyone to earn income from the turnover we created together with our whole team, and that we work together by helping each other. So where is Kyani going? It should also be said, Kyani is at the very beginning of the work and is spreading more and more. It is becoming a more well-known company. Right now is still a great opportunity for Kyani, because we are not even in the 4% of them yet in Turkey. If it would be our aim to make 1 out of every 100 people use it. Alright. How can we start this business? We have 3 packages, pack 1, pack 2, pack 3. If you ask what the differences are, there are differences in content. After all, we get a product, we also get the best price. Because we need a startup capital to be able to try it ourselves and to establish our business by having those around us audited. If you are also interested, you may want to get more detailed information about this project. Please ask all your questions to the friend who made you watch this video. I hope you will start walking on this path with us. I wish everyone a nice day.
Herkese güzel bir gün diliyorum.